you for joining me this week on my weekly series where I analyze a screenplay from a film that's been in the movie theater lately. This script analysis is for the movie Avengers Infinity War, and the screenplay is by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. And what I want to talk about today is character. And the character that I want to talk about from Avengers Infinity War is Thanos, who was considered to be the bad guy in the movie. When it comes to bad guys, I always say that it's not necessarily that the bad guy is bad or evil, because they don't think of themselves as bad or evil. And a well-developed three-dimensional bad guy, or antagonist, as we should probably call it, since when you label your bad guy as a bad guy, you tend to write the character more stereotypically than you do as a three-dimensional whole character. So Thanos from Avengers Infinity War was my favorite character in the film. And this is because he seemed to be very well developed in the sense that when he wanted to destroy half of the population of the universe, it's for what he thinks of as a good cause. He feels like the salvation of the whole universe in terms of humanity and from other planets depends on having more resources for humanity and for all the other creatures that live in the universe. So in the film, he is well developed. He has needs. He has emotions. He has to make a decision of whether or not he wants to sacrifice the one thing that he loves the most in the universe, which happens to be Gamora, and played by Zoe Saldana. And Thanos is played by Josh Brolin, and he does a great job making the character, in my opinion, even a little sympathetic, because I found myself thinking during the film that, maybe he has a good point. Maybe he is trying to do something that's not terribly bad, and maybe the Avengers are wrong. And I felt like that gave the movie some depth, because it wasn't just, oh, we're just going to sit here and watch them save the world again. So I think that when you are creating a bad guy or an antagonist for your script, think about giving them three-dimensionality, which is they don't think that what they're doing is bad. They think that what they're doing is noble and good. And when you do that, you create a three-dimensional character that is the antagonist, which I like to refer to them as antagonists instead of bad guy, because the bad guys in movies are simply the characters whose motives and aspirations and opinions we don't agree with, because they go against our value system. But they have a value system, and they think that what they're doing is right and noble, and usually the good developed characters think that they're doing something for the good of humanity and not for selfish reasons. And Thanos really felt like what he was doing was for the good of the universe and not for selfish reasons. And therefore, I felt like the antagonist was very well developed and had me even questioning whether or not the Avengers were right in the first place. And I think that made it a very interesting movie that got me involved in the storyline, and it had me actually evaluating what I think about things. So this is just a short video. I like to keep these videos 4 to 5 minutes a week. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are interested in getting coaching from me, then please reach out to me at joy.cheriel.brown@gmail.com or through my website at www.thirdpersonomniscientproductions.com. And again, thank you for joining me this week, and be sure to come and watch my video next week. Thank you, and have a great day.